security, affluence, warmth, sharpness, etc. This rule explains that there's an equal and opposite of anything that people expect. Consequently, if people encounter a small failure, there is an equivalent degree of success that can be triggered elsewhere. It makes perfect sense when one seriously thinks about this policy, because in its absence, there is nothing to compare. How could people know if, without anything to compare with, they are actually experiencing progress? So they must have other factors to experience the current ones. They will gain an appreciation for everything they experience through grasping this rule, since one knows that it is also important to undergo the direct opposite. How does it impact the business scenario? Entrepreneurs need to recognize that everything they experience at the outset in a business is subject to the law of polarity. Since this is the case, no matter what is going on, they need to feel very fortunate. One will generate more positives if the commercial venture is successful and feel less secure if it turns bad. To turn the situation around, businesses must track the responses that they have learned so far. One may take a standard business scenario to explain the law of polarity in business and try to comprehend the implications. For instance, a car distributor has only had 3 consecutive months in which revenues have risen over the same period last year and is still struggling under budget to date for the current financial year. There are 2 options for the management. Either they can focus on the negative aspect of the outcome and convey this mindset in the enterprise, or they can be positive and allow this feeling to penetrate the said business ambiance for whatever growth being attained. It is a case of 2 natural laws intersecting one another. The law of vibration and attraction will guarantee they have more of the same by focusing on the negative side. However, business houses open up the door to learn from the recent standing and take steps to build an even better revenue performance by accepting the fact that they are delivering at a certain level right now and being happy for these consequences. The real business discipline is the implementation of a thought process that must be accompanied by this law. Workers need to judge the positive in all aspects for a business to survive and to profit from this law of nature. It is not easy because a lot of the learning in life from the very early years seems to be negative. It is confirmed on a regular basis by the mainstream community as one gets more experience. As such, a major challenge that takes a lot of discipline and practices for the common man is to transform this thought process and look through the positivity in all. A summary of lessons for business corporate. The key lessons for companies witnessing and learning to live with this prudent act can be summarized as follows. 1. People in business should accept that there is an exact opposite to everything. While doing so, businesses will realize that if it goes well, the potential exists for the reverse to happen. Similarly, recognizing that they can produce exceptional sales, income, and growth when they are facing the odds. 2. To get to know all that have developed everything they encounter being in an organization, identifying individuals and situations to blame is not the proper way. Instead, they need to just concentrate more on what they don't like. 3. Besides, one needs to understand that people have a choice to make between staying in the present conditions or what they want to create in the future. People should note, without getting disappointed, that they could not have known the emotions of success without the element of failure. 4. Entrepreneurs need to train workers to identify the present conditions and to imagine the exact scenarios they desire. The more people get to know how to do it and practice it regularly in the corporation, the stronger they will be in the long run. Finding the positive in all things is the message from this unique and natural law. One should not ignore it simply because business entities encounter disappointing results, reduced revenue, excessive retention of workers, or a loss of market share. That will always exist. Only as long as people give it strength will it stay with them for positive results in the future. By visualizing the outcomes that one really wants, the instant that the majority of the staff...
Hey friends, that was the Law of Polarity, a YouTube video I searched up. Just as I was getting ready, I just wanted to hop on here and chat. I went on my walk today and I was thinking about the Law of Polarity, which, if you're not familiar, in Hermetics, the 7 Hermetic principles describe the way reality is constructed. And the 4th principle, as I learned them, is the Law of Polarity. And polarity is the idea that everything exists as a pair of opposites. And every learning to polarize yourself at one end of the scale is a secret to happiness. Learning how internally to set your internal orientation in such a way that whatever you experience on the outside can be transmuted by this internal springtime. And when you learn the subtle art of polarity and polarization, you can experience it to such a degree that you can walk through the valley in the shadow of winter and experience an inexhaustible internal summer. You could be the summer. Sit and hang out. I invite you into 3 deep cleansing breaths. Breathing deeply in through your nose, filling your body with air. And then let it all go. Just release, shoulders down. 2 more all the way in. Let it all go. Relax your jaw, release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Last one all the way in. Dropping your diaphragm down, relax. Don't you feel better? Anyway, I just felt like I wanted to come on here and share that early on in my life, I learned how to be alone. I used to walk to school every day on my own. I could sit by myself and just kind of be in my own thoughts. And I learned to love that place. And sometimes the funniest thing about that space is you can find ways to just be absolutely happy and blissful and at peace and in full acceptance. And it does feel nice, and it is relaxing, and it is quite beautiful. But there's a point at which it starts to feel lonely. That sense of being the Buddha, being all by yourself with your thoughts. Like, we're good company. I'm glad to be stuck with me. And I think at some point there becomes this need or desire to just like share that internal reality with other people. So I was thinking of diving into a breath set. If you want to join us, I invite you to find a safe space. Create a safe space where you can sit or lie down. Close your eyes and take your awareness inside. Today we're going to play with breath, give you an experience of a polarization. If you have headphones, I invite you to put in some headphones. As we go through this process, I'm going to try talking as little as possible and letting your breath and yourself go on a journey. But I do want to give you some tips and some guidance, okay? Take them. Take what works for you. Like I said, when people are starting off, I like to recommend finding a safe, isolated place where you can be all by yourself. Because for some of us, to breathe authentically requires a little bit of loneliness if we haven't felt safe around other people. But if that's not your story, go for a walk, do the dishes, give your body an activity that you can do repeatedly and almost mindlessly. And then while you do whatever the activity is, turn your awareness to your breath. So now I'm going to address everybody as if you're lying down, but be in whatever state you need to be in. So as we sit here, and we get ready for this breath session, I invite you to close your eyes if you can, if it's safe to do so. Scan your awareness through your body. And the first pass, as you're just running your awareness through your systems, I invite you to observe without judgment. One of the keys to happiness is to learn to see and accept things exactly as they are without needing them to be different. It's the need for something to be different that leads to all manner of stress and anxiety. So as you can sit here, I invite you to let your body be comfortable. And once you find comfort, find stillness. Turning that awareness inside, turning the awareness to your breath. I invite you to notice the gentle expansion. Fully in and let go. And I invite you into a circle that is perfect for right now. Whatever that feels like. Just allow your inhale and your exhale to be even and remove any pauses. They say yoga is about doing 100 different things. They all compose 1% of the process. But you have to do all 100 different things with 100% of what you have. You have to give your all in all the little things. Breathwork is very much the same. As you sit here and breathe, do your best to keep track of all the little instructions. Find stillness in your body and trust it. Turn your awareness to your breath and let it be even. Relax your diaphragm down, release your shoulders, release your jaw, release your tongue from the roof of your mouth, and just breathe. Simple and intentional circles. As we sit in this place of deep, slow breathing, intentional breathing, I invite you to set an intention for your practice. Why are you here? What is it you want to manifest? And once you have the idea of what you want to manifest, find the feeling behind it. How do you want to feel? Imagine that all of your manifestations came true exactly the way you wanted them to, precisely as you intend. At the end of that, there will be a you that will sit and feel something. What is it? Maybe it's a feeling of belonging, that you deserve to be here and take up space, and that your opinions are valid and worth mentioning. Maybe it's a sense of creativity and passion and a drive to seek that which excites you most. It could be an experience of your right to do, to act, to manifest, to express in this world. Or your ability to love and be loved, accepted 100% exactly as you are, without needing you to change at all, without needing anything to change. Loving you as you've always been. Which is a perfect divine reflection of everything. dreams to fruition. If you ever had the feeling that, man, just because I want it, the universe won't give it to me, that's your expressive center being shut down. And maybe it was a coping mechanism that helped a younger version of you survive, and that's okay. But learning to use your voice again is healing. Maybe you take your awareness up between your eyes, your connected center, your ajna, your third eye, and it's connected to your right to know. The right to know what's right for you. Taking your awareness to the top of your head, your crown chakra, and that's the right to be. The right to be one, to be unified, to be connected, to be in beneficial exchange with everything around you. They say 15 minutes a day of conscious, connected breathing, which is exactly what you're doing right now, lying down, awareness to the breath, fully in and release. It can clear your emotional closet, it can balance you mentally, and physically it's very cleansing, and it resets your nervous system. It gets you into that parasympathetic. So the very last exercise, as we sit here and you breathe, I invite you into the experience of gratitude, appreciation. As you breathe, find the most pleasurable thing about right now. And every breath, imagine drawing that pleasure to you. And on the exhale, it shoots out of you like a star. Like a radiant light that just carries on your breath. And it feels amazing. Finding space and peace and comfort and just trusting the pleasure. What if everything felt amazing? Because you let your breath relax and breathe into everything. Imagine your breath expanding past your body to fill the room you're in. Slow and controlled on the exhale. I invite you to breathe deep enough to hear your breathing. As you sit here, I invite you to lie still. It takes 2 minutes for your nervous system to begin to relax after you've stopped moving. Today I wanted to talk about polarity and the law of polarity and the idea that everything's a pair of opposites. Right now, as you sit here and breathe, you have the choice to maintain the focus in the breath or the choice to get distracted. And neither is right, neither is wrong, they're just options. In life, you can only do one thing at a time. And if the energy with which you do that one thing is to do the next right thing, you stack a bunch of next right things together and you have a pretty perfect life. Some healing takes longer than others. I invite tapping into your infinite potential. And calling it to you with a gentle breath and a simple intention to align to the highest version of you. If the best version of you was sitting here right now, breathing as you breathe and feeling how you feel, how would they be any different? And if the answer is they wouldn't, then welcome home. Thank you, my friends. That was my time, energy, and offering for today. Oh, I invite you to put your awareness back in your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes. Maybe put a gentle twist in your neck, a gentle twist in your spine. Welcome back to the day. I invite you to extend your hands up overhead if it is safe and comfortable to do so. Stretching your energy past your fingertips all the way to fill a full room. And then drop and shake out your shoulders. Yeah, so thank you. That is my... Thank you. Oh, good. Oh, I'm glad it serves you. If you enjoyed this video and you want this energy to continue, check out my YouTube channel, Breathing Empowered. I upload lives there so that you can go experience more stuff. I've kind of done this guerrilla mysticism throughout December. Last year I did a very regimented every day, and I got burnt out really, really hard. And so this year I'm just coming on when it feels right and sharing my favorite things. So this is my gift, this is my Christmas present to TikTok, is sharing space and just sharing my favorite things. Good. Good. Miss Smith. Yay, I'm glad you liked it, right? It's fun, it's fun. Thank you for allowing me to do this, because, you know, your time and attention is the most valuable thing you have, and sharing them with me is something that's not lost on me. And being, you know, it's fun because you help justify my obsession with doing all of this. Good, I'm glad you made it too. Good. Yeah, go check it out. There's a bunch of fun stuff. Breathing Empowered is all about empowering the individual, because I believe firmly that it is through the individual that you heal relationships and families and communities and towns and cities. And learning and like helping people find power where their power lies, I think will alleviate a lot of unnecessary suffering. You know, once everyone is managing their own physical, mental, and emotional realities, then, you know, relationships will start to heal, you know, once you take away that blame. And it's fun stuff to learn. It's empowering information to suddenly be able to like stop and pause and take a breath when you're triggered. I've never felt more powerful than taking the energy of a moment, like a bomb that's exploding, and like holding it and being like, whew, and you can transmute it to something else, and you just feel like a wizard. But every single time I've had the presence of mind, like you know, it never feels good to like eat that energy, but every time I've had the presence of mind to do it, the situation has turned out for the better. And there's a few techniques and practices that make that easier. They say that awakening is an acausal event. There's nothing you can do that can create that awakening. However, it's like an accident, a divine accident. There aren't things that will, you know, make the awakening happen, but there are things that make you accident prone. And sharing some of those techniques is kind of why I'm on here. Oh, good. Oh, Miss Smith, yay, congratulations. I'm so happy. Thank you for sharing your healing journey with us. Right, Nancy? Ah, honey, yeah. She's the OG. She was here last year when I was doing that. Then Nancy, I got so burnt out. It was so hard. Good. Miss Smith, thank you. I have an idea. I do not know your specific situation, but I've been there. It was once communicated to me that in order to find out your passion in life, you go to your deepest, darkest moment, find out what it was you needed, and then figure out how you can gift that to other people. And so when I was at my worst, what I needed was a few things, but this practice, this position fulfills all of them. And so it's really easy. But I get it. I get the value of having a life, finding a life raft when you're tossed at sea. I've been there. What's up, soul fam? What's up? Yeah. Oh, good. Well, welcome. Welcome. Glad you're here. Yeah. It's fun. My goal on here is to really empower the individual and I like to guide, to be a facilitator for a lot of this journey, but understanding that at the end of the journey, you are the one steering your ship. So much with lupus, finding this. Oh, good. Well, welcome. Thank you. Yes, first visit. Yeah, going through those autoimmune things can be so difficult, but it's interesting. Follow your highest excitement. Follow what feels good or piques your interest. Because there's a lot of deep healing that can happen at subconscious levels, and sometimes our outer manifestation of whatever is wrong with our body is reflective of an inner imbalance, and once you put that in alignment, all of a sudden everything else lines up and those outward causes can dissipate. That's definitely not to say that breathing is going to solve all of your problems, but if there are ones that are based in a misalignment, it does help. What does that all do to us? Oh, good question. I'm reflecting on a lot of the craziness that's my life, and you came into it. Oh, good. Well, welcome. I do enjoy a little bit of chaos, so I tend to show up when I'm most needed. What does all that have to do with us? It's like you're reading my mind. Well, you know what? Oh, sorry. Get it. I get it now. What does all that have to do with us? All of that has to do with you, because when I was in my deepest, darkest place, I needed educated. I needed to know what to do. I needed to know what to do, mind, body, and emotionally. And then finding those things that really gave me the power to know what to do is what I like to share with people. And so it helps me pay it forward. It helps remind me of things that are valuable to me, because I know that things that aren't utilized get forgotten, and there are certain truths I don't want to forget, and the best way for me to remember them is to share them. And so what that has to do with you is you showing up and listening provides excuse, I guess. it adds value and purpose to the whole process. Otherwise I'm just sitting in a closet, like just talking to myself, and I wouldn't get to help as many people. I like the helping. Miss Smith, I recommend a book called The Presence Process by Michael Brown. The Presence Process. It has a meditation in it, I am here now in this, and a 15-minute daily breathwork activity that's conscious connected breathing. Check it out. If it resonates with you, I want you to check it out. I think it'd be good for you. And anyone else, obviously. So that's my truth, and I'm sticking to it. Of what you're doing right now, how does it affect us? Oh, okay, great. I kind of feel a pressure on my throat. Oh, yes, I understand. Thank you for clarifying. This is a G note. Excuse me. So it's a 12-inch smoky quartz G note. There it is. And the G note is for your throat. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There it is. G note for your throat. And since it's a 12-inch, it's designed for your lower chakras. And so the idea here, the metaphor, is that this is designed to help ground you in your expressive center. So if you have any blockages in your throat, it can clear it. It can also help strengthen your ability to express. Because I have a C note over here. Oops, just currently being blocked. Which is a 6-inch C, and that one's more designed for your upper chakra to to ground you into your higher self. That's what this one's for. And then, or to anchor you to your higher self, I guess, because it's up. And then this is ground you in your expressive center. But that's all a metaphor. But yeah. You're welcome. Good. I'm glad. I think you'll like it. It's a good one. It's also on Audible, by the way. Which, if y'all don't have an Audible account, you definitely should. I use Audible every day because it's nice, because you can, any task can be a multitask if you have an Audible, because you're like learning something. I mean, there's such great self-help books. I listen to the Gene Keys every day, which if you haven't heard of, also amazing. GeneKeys.com is pretty cool. You go to GeneKeys.com, G-E-N-E, like genetics, Gene Keys, K-U-I-S, .com. You type in free profile, put in your information, and it'll give you a map that I think they call your golden compass. But if you scroll down and then click on activation sequence, it'll light up 4 of them, and you start at the top and you just study the system, and it's, oh my god, it's amazing. So really, this is all happening because I was on my walk today and I was thinking about polarity, and I just like wanted to jump on and share it with everybody. Hey, lovely. Breathing in and breathing out. Good to see you. Falling asleep. Good. I'll be back. Added to my Audible. Good. Oh, good. You'll love it. 4 great paragraphs from Gene Keys. Oh, I love Gene Keys. There's a bunch of sound healing videos on YouTube. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's sound baths and fun stuff there. Okay. Can't wait to read it. Oh my goodness, yes, it's so good. It's so good. I think you'll love it. I think you'll love it. But I'm trying not to oversell it because it's beautiful. You gotta be like, oh, it's kind of cool. Check it out, maybe. Anyway, is there anything I can do to help serve everybody? Now I did what I wanted to do. So, what are we all in the mood for? Oh yeah, good. Oh good. You'll love it. Oh, it's so good. It's perfectly. You should go do that now. I release you in gratitude and love. Don't even worry. I'll find you again. If you click on down at the bottom, there's a little bell. I'm pretty sure. You click on my name. There's a bell, and then you click all. You'll get notified every time I go live. Like I said, in December, I'm doing a kind of a guerrilla live sessions, finding people that, because getting locked into that regular pattern just was incredibly draining on my system, and I don't want to do that again, but I do want to be here for you, so this is my solution. So that's what I have to say about that. Good. Yeah, I will, trust me, I have a bunch of book recommendations, but I don't want to overwhelm you, so I'll start you there. Good. Okay, good, thank you. This is it. Oh, congratulations, I'm happy. Yes, please. Message me also. I love making new friends, so I'll follow you back. Actually, I think I can do that from here, can't I? There we go. Nice. Hey, we're friends. Oh, and if anyone else would like to be friends too, please just like raise your hand. I'll follow you right now. I should start doing that before I get off. I think that'd probably be wise. But yeah, thank you. I know I'm trying to like toe the line. Here we go. There you go, Jenny. Yay, thank you for being my friend. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, yes, please. Boom. Oh, that one's private, okay. Yes, of course. Yay! Fun. Come on, friends, let's be friends. I dig it. Yeah, and then if you have any questions, please message me. I love answering questions. I'll show up as authentically as I can. So there's that. Okay, I do need to go now. Okay, bye. Thank you. Yeah, you're the best. Oh, I went on a walk today in the snow and it was lovely. Be well. Okay. Yeah. Like, I'm not a psychic or a medium. I don't profess to know everything, but I do have access to some pretty good insight. And so do you, by the way. Like, I'm not special. We all are equally genius. What is it? Everyone's a genius, but if you judge a fish on its ability to climb a tree, you live its whole life thinking it's stupid. I've just at a place in life where I found my genius and I trust it, and I'm enjoying the journey and trying to like share that, awaken that excitement in other people. And it's fun because I have my dreams and I have my plans and, all that mental hogwash about how we try to pull from the future. But it's like moments like this right now. Sharing a moment with people. And what I love about these moments too is we all get to hang out with the best version of us. As I make these lives, I always try to tap into the best version of me and just being as helpful and showing up as authentically as I can, which hopefully gets to provide a mirror for you to show up with someone who's just doing their best. What's so fun is at the end of the day, nobody can expect anything better than your best. It's silly to even contemplate. Even if all I have today is 30%, but I give you 100% of my 30%, I paid my bill. And then the subtle truth, the higher truth, that everyone's always showing up with 100%. They just may not know. Behind it all isn't that you control other people's behavior, but you finally control your own internal weather. The only thing you can truly be responsible for is your internal reality. Every other responsibility, we're raised with these responsibilities, these expectations that people place on us, and we have to manage our siblings, and we have to manage our grades, and we have to manage all these things, all these responsibilities. Take the dog out. Keep your room clean. And certain habits lead to constructive lives, I get that. But at the core, there's this idea that it's your job to manage outside expectation. And it's not. The only thing you can actually control is your internal reality, and learning and focusing and honing those skills will bless you in every aspect of your life. That's why I jump on here and share breathwork techniques and meditation and sound healing, because it teaches you the subtle art of stillness and allowance, to surrender to the ground, to let things be. I do believe that the true energy of love is closer related to surrender than it is to romance. That to love something is to see it and accept it exactly as it is, without needing it to change or be anything different. That's love. The reason why God loves us is because He lets us be exactly who we are. People want their God to love Him, but they don't realize that that means accepting everything about everyone. If God is a God of love, He accepts everybody's 100%. Because to ask for anything more is ridiculous and unfair. And then again, it becomes your job to not manage anybody else's 100%. You can set boundaries. You can You know, you get to decide what people have access to your energy. That's a healthy boundary. I like to think of there as being a line in the sand. When my behavior dictates my actions, then I can do whatever I choose. When your behavior dictates your actions, you can do whatever you like. The only time you ever cross that line is when you're defending something that is too weak to defend itself. You know, you're defending animals or children. You can say, hey, this isn't right, and therefore you shouldn't, but it's a very sacred line. When you can understand that and focus all of your attention on what you can control, which is your inner reality, and where you choose your physical body to be in physical space. You know, the whole idea is if two people show up to a party and they don't like each other, one person says, you need to leave, the other person is like, I'm gonna go because I don't want to be here. One person is actually maintaining their energy. The person who has all the control is the one who chose to leave. That level of surrender, acceptance is an incredibly potent, powerful place to be. My Gene Key system talks about the power of freedom, the strength of surrender, the strength of letting go. People often talk about humility as putting someone beneath something else. I am so humble. Whereas true humility is of being in full realization and acknowledgement of your value and worth, and realizing that nothing that anybody can do can diminish the truth of who and what you are. And therefore, truly humble people do not mind if others think they're arrogant, because I don't need anything from you. I don't require you to treat me any differently than you're willing to know who and what I am and what my value is. And it's powerful because it's unaffected. There's this power in certain esoteric beliefs called neutral point energy. And when you get into neutral point energy, it's where you place yourself in the neutral center, and it doesn't matter. Things can go one way or the other, and it really, truly doesn't matter. Because people think in every opportunity there's two choices. You can choose love or fear as archetypes, right? But there is a third choice. There's the neutral center, where you just, that's where love is. That perfectly accepts and repels. The core at the heart of it all. It's kind of fun, right? Anyway, I stayed on for longer than I thought I was going to. Ooh, my friends, please drink some water. Stay hydrated. Electrolytes are important. Keep yourself warm. If you're in an area, by the way, and there is a Hotworks near you, please Google search Hotworks. Hotworx. We're getting into the winter months. If you're at a part of the globe where it's getting cold, check out Hotworks. They do like free intro sessions, and so you can at least go and experience it for free. It's a 24/7 infrared sauna studio. So you go and there's these tapes that play on a loop, but you can work out with the class. You can also turn the volume off and listen to your own music or do your own yoga practice. But it's in an infrared heated room, and it has done the most incredible things for my seasonal depression. So it feels amazing. It relaxes you. Google it, check it out. It's one of my safe places. So highly recommend it. 10 out of 10. Good. Okay, good. My friends, thank you. I'm going to give you back to your time and your day. I love you. If you have any questions, please message me. If you enjoyed this, I want to keep this energy going. YouTube, Breathing Empowered, all one word. You can also get there from my bio. If you click the little arrow next to messages, I think it pulls up the YouTube option. And you can check me out there. I think I'm also on Instagram, and that's what I have. If there's anything more that you want to see, I think I'm going to be hopping on here and doing more like educational talking series. I've been doing a lot of breath work and straight sound baths, and I'm getting in the mode where I feel like I want to like express myself again and share some of my favorite insights, but we'll find a balance. If there's anything you prefer to see over anything else, please let me know. I'm here to serve. And then if there's anything you'd like on my TikTok channel as far as videos, message me as well, and I'll make some fun stuff. I'm kind of trying to be more open to the content that I make. I mean, I can, work on manifesting it by myself, but if there is a need or an invitation, I work so much better. So that's what I have to say about that. Yeah, thanks. Yay. Okay. Go drink water. Go have fun. I love you. I love you. I love you. What's a fun phrase we could end with? You're the most important person you will ever learn to love. And so I invite you this day to love yourself fully and truly and authentically. At least find 10 to 15 minutes a day where you can sit in a room all by yourself and feel your authentic feelings without it having to be about anybody else, but the truth of how you feel and letting it be. And just, it can be very cathartic. And if you convert it into a breath practice, like finding that simple time to breathe, real slow and steady, it can do the most incredible things for your psyche. So may that serve you. I love you.